I never imagined silence could feel this heavy. 8 months had passed since I walked out of the home I shared with Sarah. 8 months since I shoved my clothes into bags, hands trembling, haunted by the glow of her phone burning its truths into my memory. Texts I shouldn't have seen. Photos that didn't belong in a married woman's phone. And the voice message, God, that voice message that I will never unhear. She said my name like it weighed her down. She said he made her feel alive, that our marriage was comfort, not fire. That night, I didn't yell. I didn't toss her things out the window or shatter a single dish. I just left. Because how you fight for something already given away. I remember sitting in my car, parked a few streets over, knuckles white as I gripped the steering wheel. Her messages came in waves, first frantic, then pleading, then cold. I never answered. I thought silence was strength, but silence doesn't heal. It preserves the wound. I started over, or at least a skeleton of a new life. A one-bedroom apartment, work as an anchor, avoiding friends we shared. I told everyone we'd grown apart. Easier than admitting the truth. My wife of 7 years had found someone brighter, wilder, someone who wasn't me. I never filed for divorce. Couldn't explain why. Part of me wanted her to feel that tether. Part of me wanted to see if she'd try to fix what she broke. I didn't until last Tuesday. It was late. I was hauling groceries in plastic bags when her name floated faintly from a car radio under a flickering street lamp. I froze. Memorial service will be held this Friday at St. Mark's. My heart skipped. Memorial service for who? I edged closer, pretending to tie my shoe, catching a rest. Friends and colleagues remembered Daniel Harper as a generous mentor and loving father. His partner, Sarah Mitchell, requests privacy during this difficult time. Daniel Harper, her lover, the man whose messages had burned through my mind that night. He was dead. I barely slept, staring at the ceiling. My mind replayed their texts, their plans, their whispered jokes at my expense. And now he was gone. A selfish, shadowy part of me felt something like relief. Not relief exactly, but something near it. Then reality sank deeper. Would she reach out now? Would she expect me to comfort her? I told myself I didn't care. But Friday came, and I found myself parked across from Street Marks, hidden behind tinted windows, watching people in black stream inside. Then I saw her, Sarah, in black, face pale, shoulders trembling, flanked by 2 women. She looked smaller, frilier, broken. My chest tightened anyway. I remember the woman I loved, the one who curled up beside me on rainy mornings whispering, "We'll get through anything." Then her eyes found mine. Across the street, she froze. In that moment, I realized I hadn't been erased. I was still there, somewhere, lingering at the edges of her life. 2 days later, a knock at my door. She stood there, clutching her purse like armor. "Hi," she whispered. I didn't move. "What do you want, Sarah?" She swallowed hard. "Can I come in?" I hesitated, then stepped aside. The apartment felt too small, too full of unspoken words. She lingered by the window, coat on, not sitting. "I didn't think you'd come," I said finally. "I didn't think you'd be at the funeral," she replied. "I wasn't," I said, lips tight. "You look like a ghost out there." "Funny," she flinched. "That's what you made me feel like." Silence stretched between us, taut as wire. Finally, she spoke. "I'm sorry." I laughed, a dry, bitter sound. For what? Cheating? Lying? Or just getting caught? Her eyes welled. For everything. For thinking he was my future. For throwing you away as if you didn't matter. I turned away. "Don't do this now. Don't rewrite history because he's gone." "I'm not rewriting it," she said, voice cracking. "I'm facing it. You were good to me, and I betrayed that. I thought I wanted passion, but what I really wanted was to be seen. And I wasn't." I spun to her. "I was right there, Sarah, every damn day. You just stopped looking." She began to cry then, quiet, shaking sobs. I hated it. I wanted to hold her, comfort her, erase the pain, though she was the one who put there first. "I don't expect forgiveness," she whispered. I just, I keep thinking about how I ended things, erased you like you were nothing, and you stayed silent. That hurt more than screaming ever could. That was the point, I said. She nodded, tears sliding down her cheeks. We talked for hours. How it began, how it ended, how he died, the people who turned away when the affair became public. Somewhere between confessions and the anger, I felt the strangest thing. Closure, creeping in like dawn through heavy curtains. She didn't ask to come back. I didn't offer. We were two people standing in the wreckage, realizing what we built couldn't be rebuilt the same way. Before she left, she asked softly, "Will you ever stop hating me?" I looked at her. "Really?" "Yes." "I don't hate you," I said. "I hate what you did. And maybe that's worse." That night, I sat alone at the kitchen table, staring at the untouched tea she left behind. I realized my silence had been a prison for both of us. I thought I was punishing her, but I was freezing time, keeping us trapped in that night of betrayal. Now, with the truth spoken, the ice cracked. A month later, I filed for divorce. She didn't fight it. Papers arrived in a plain envelope, ink still fresh. For the first time in months, I could breathe. Sometimes healing doesn't come from answers. It comes from finally letting go of the questions. I saw Sarah once more by accident at a cafe downtown. She laughed with a friend, hair a little longer, face still carrying the sadness of someone who learned too late what she lost. She caught my eye, we exchanged a nod. Not of lovers, not even friends, but two people who share a life and now shared a scar. And as I walked away, I realized I had kept quiet because I thought she had erased me. But in truth, I had erased myself, waiting for closure only I could grant.